should. What up, Feder? Happy Sunday, my man. We got somebody that got notified before I even went live that I was going live. It's amazing. YouTube out there trying to do the right thing. Maybe it's because all the political stuff's over with. No. Thank God. Thank the Lord. You know, you guys, well, wait till a couple more people come in. Thoughts before we get into the place. Hope everybody's having an awesome Sunday. One of my favorite days of the week in the NFL. It's like the day I know that I can typically rest, do nothing, and just check DFS and fantasy and watch football. Just enjoy it. Relax. Day of rest, as it should be. A day of rest. What's up, Zach? How you doing, my man? You're doing good? I saw another job you did. It looked freaking amazing. Yeah, Stafford is playing, so I'm completely off the Vikings defense. We'll get into that, though. They're still going to win, I think. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but Stafford is going to throw some touchdowns. You know, you might see that Stafford-Jones duo that they always do, especially isn't Galladay out? Galladay's out, so man, Marvin Jones is going to be a huge play. So he's been thrown in the player pool. I think I mentioned him a little bit yesterday, not a ton. Yeah, man, Zach, keep doing what you're doing, buddy, man. You're doing a great job with your pressure wash cleaning, man. For just sake, man, you're so young. Just stick with it. And like I said before, eventually you can expand out. At maybe some point you'll have other people for you. You'll be able to get enough jobs where you're, you know, between doing that, if you want to get into landscaping, if you want to get into lawn mowing, cutting grass, start with a push mower, and then work up from there. Get a ride on, and then eventually you just keep building your business, man. You could have a pressure wash and like a lawn mowing or landscaping or, you know, do it all. That's the beauty of something like that you're in. You have so many avenues you can take your business, and people need the services done, and people will pay for those services. That's huge, man. That is absolutely huge. If you guys could share this out. I can't share it because I'm driving and I'm on my cell phone. But if you guys could link this out on Facebook, wherever, let them know your boy Deafness is live, giving his plays for the day. Let's make some money. Keenan's sick but playing. So he is playing. So they're for sure. They cleared him now. Last I saw. Dan, what's good, brother? Good morning, my man. What up? What up? I hope you had an awesome time last night. I tried to pop in between playing cards. I said what's up in chat. You were kind of in the middle of, I think, letting trades go. You had the music playing. But I popped in and said what up. I gave you a little thumbs up. Took care of you, my man. It said he was good to go. Okay, so I am worried though. I am worried about Keenan Allen. Anyway, I'll get into that. I didn't even know if he'd play. I know he tested negative for COVID. He's got a sore throat. I have some issues though with him now. I used to love him until all this news broke out yesterday. That's too good to go. Yep. All right. What up, Pittsburgh? My man, Pittsburgh. Good to see you, brother. Sharing thumbs up. My man, Balls in the building. T-Rex. My man. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I'm jiving with a good mood. I got murdered at the casino. We're moving on. We're moving on to bigger, better things. We'll easily get whatever money I played. That'll be made up tomorrow. I'm not worrying. I'm not stressing. I'm not whatever. I like Mike Williams' place. Yes, Balls. You're reading my mind. I also don't mind in GPPs taking shots at Guyton. Guyton has been a guy that Herbert doesn't go to often, but he does take long shots with him. He does have, I think, a couple 70-plus yard touchdowns, if I recall, this year. He's kind of that deep guy for them, as well as Williams. But I'll get into that. Pulled a sick Marino, Kaboom, Mosaic, Herbert, wow, to 5? Dude, I got to check Twitter. Did you post that? You need to post that thing, man. That is nasty. Like I said, man, make sure you're always taking pics and posting everything you hit under Alpha Fan Breaks. on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever you have your social medias at. If you're on Facebook, put it on Facebook, wherever else. But, yeah, man, it'll be up very soon, he says. Nice. All right, guys, so, yeah, I'm going to say something quick before we get to DFS, and I don't want to be political because, again, this channel's not about politics. I made a comment when I first got on, and I said I'm going to hold off to say it. But, you know, here's the thing. Whoever is elected, right? Biden announced last night he's elected to win. Was I really going for Biden? Probably not. But you know what? He's our country's president now. So we just need to accept that. But what I don't like to see, I don't like to see how freaking divided our country is due to politics and what side somebody's on. That shit drives me up a tree, man. I've talked about this before. People have said and shit, oh, hey, if you support this guy or this guy, just unfollow whatever, I'm going to block you. There's no reasoning. What the, how can you live life like that? You know, I talked about it before. That's like me and a Packer fan that are buddies, and me going, oh, you root for the Packers, or I find out you root for the Packers. Oh, screw that, man. I'm blocking you. I can't be friends with you. I don't know what you're doing or what you're saying. Guys, we got to be better, man. We have to be better. Who gives a shit? It's fine if you like this person or this person. Who cares? Let it be. But I'm seeing posts. Here's what's crazy. You'll see posts like on Twitter. I read some this morning. This is what got this in mind, right? A lot of times you see things, and that's what you like to talk about, right? What you see, what you read. And somebody posts something about, like, oh, I'm just so happy now because all the Trump supporters can go back in their hole. They're not on a political stage and blah, 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 and said some shit like, done with their childish stuff. Just said made you an absolute hypocrite. What's more childish? Your tweet saying blah blah and this person's not whatever and you're childish? Really? I think that's more childish than anything else. So don't be a hypocrite in whatever you do in life. Do not be a freaking hypocrite because it makes you look silly, it makes you look stupid. Alright. We can move on to the reason why we're here. We're here because it's week 9. We're over halfway through the season already, guys. I cannot believe it. I'm hoping that NBA is going to come back at its regular time, but people like my guy LeBron are whining about a short off season. I don't know why, man. Just get it going. Get your next season in with you so you can get closer to retirement. He's had a hell of a run. I think he just needs to be let, you know, give it a year or two and he'll be done. Which also makes me wonder who we're going to pick. The Wolves, man. Are we going to get LaMelo? You know, I read another article. Stop, balls. Stop, man. That's I don't know. You guys in your F LeBrons, man. You guys in your F guys that are great, that play with greatness. It's like me. Dude, I say I love Aaron Rodgers. I'm not a Green Bay Packer fan. I'm a Viking fan. But I can say that I love watching Aaron Rodgers play because he's great. Dude, to watch him play the game, LeBron's the same way, man. Show me any other guy his size that can do what he can do on an NBA court. That can pass, that can dunk, that can coordinate, that can whatever. Tell me another guy his size, his stature, that can do it and can perform the way he performs and put up the points he puts up. You're not going to be able to find anybody, man. I saw a video. Yeah, so they're all best friends. Everybody flops, balls. If we want to talk about flopping, everybody flops. Harden flops. Westbrook flops. All the guys flop. They do what they need to do to put their team in a better position to score points and win. It's how it is, man. You're trying to score. You're trying to get to the foul line. You do whatever you have to do. I know you're getting me going. Yeah, they just trying to get calls. Yeah, exactly. But that's part of the game, right? You're trying to get those calls. You want to get players fouled out, right? You want to play mind games with the other team. All right. Anyway, so before we get in the NFL, Devin Booker, they did another article about Devin Booker and coming to the Wolves because of D'Angelo Russell and Cat, their friendship. They said the Timberwolves are looking at their friendship very closely in considerations of continuing to push to try to get Booker. So there could be a possibility where we give up that #1 draft pick to get Devin Booker. I think it would be bomb if we did. I think, dude, it's already brought excitement to our state with D'Angelo coming. If you bring him in too, man, got a sick meeting, Dev. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, did you see those? Yeah, dude. So I went to the Nike outlet my town of Egan, and they were like $54, right? And so I get to the cash register and I grabbed a pack of Nike socks. I think they were priced at $20. The dude told me my total was like, what was it, $40 or 40, and that was with the socks that were normally $20. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get into it, man. We are gonna get into it. So NFL Week 9. That's why you guys are here. Paulie's in the house. What up, brother? All right. So here we go. Watson, I still love. Absolutely love Deshaun Watson. As of right now, Deshaun Watson is my cash quarterback. He's also in some of my GBB lineups. I would prefer to put him, Watson, with Cooks over Fuller. That's my own personal preference. If you guys remember, Cooks killed Jacksonville like 4 weeks ago. He had like 26 points. I also love Josh Allen. I talked about this yesterday. Josh Allen and Russell Wilson, right? I think Wilson will be the more popular play. They're still both going to be very popular. Yeah, Fuller should be in a big day too, but I think Cooks he's cheaper. I think he's just in a better spot price-wise. It opens up more things for the rest of your lineup. I think they're both very similar. Justin Herbert, I love. In fact, I'm going to be honest, guys. I've been playing around with my cash lineup, and I've been going between Herbert and Watson. And as of right now, I stand with Watson in my cash games lineup. I think that's really the main guys. You could take a shot on quarterback. You could take a shot at like a Stafford, Stafford Jones, and then run it back with Dalvin Cook. That would be a nice correlation GPP play. Cook's not cheap, but he's in a monster spot again. If you look at his numbers, he's pretty much unstoppable. I mean, he is second in rushing to Derrick Henry, and he's been out, 3 games this year? It's crazy. He's just a beast. He's a monster. So Cook is definitely in my cash lineup. He's in a lot of my GP lineups. Running backs, Dalvin Cook. DJ Dallas, he's in my cash lineup. Justin Jackson. Chase Edmonds. James Conner. Those are really the main guys. You can take a stab at like a James Robinson if you play it back with Watson and Cooks or Watson and Fuller. I also don't mind. We'll get to tight ends in a minute, but I don't mind Fells either. Fells has been finding the end zone the last few weeks, and he's pretty reasonably cheap. I think he's going to be very low owned, so you can take a shot there. Question. Start Jonathan Wilkins, Antonio Gibson all day. Antonio Gibson all day. I like Gibson. He's in some GBB lineups. He's not in my core play, but he's in a couple of my GBB lineups. I think he's in for a good day, a great day. I think you'll be fine with him. I think he finds you probably 12 to 14 points, depending upon what scoring system you have. PPR, full, short. I played Swift in a few because I think people will be off him because he didn't. Yeah, that's a decent against the Vikings defense, who finally showed up a little bit last week, but they still have a lot of holes they're missing. So yeah. So there's the running backs, the receivers. Here we go, guys. My receiver plays. You can either do Fuller or Cooks. I'm leaning towards Cooks more than Fuller. Tyler Lockett is a lock. I would just plug him in just about every single lineup. Dude, they're terrible against the slot. And Lockett plays in the slot. So, Stephon Diggs, people touched on. I really like pairing him with Josh Allen, even though I can play Josh Allen naked all day, every day, or every week. And then Tyler Lockett, I said Diggs, I said Cooks. Oh, Marvin Jones, I already touched on. Dude, he's been a Viking killer. If you recall, he's had multiple 3-touchdown games against the Vikes. Like, he just has our number for some damn reason. I don't know what it is. They're playing the Giants. They're ranked pretty... I don't care, man. That's between him and McLaren, that's their main weapons, offensive weapons. He's going to get the volume. He's going to get the touches. Who else is going to touch the ball? Nobody. I think he's fine. I think he'll get in the end zone. He should find the end zone if they get down close to the... Gibson set for a big day. Local radio. Yeah, so there you go. Traquan Smith, man, I'm just not a fan of the guy, man. Every time he's in a spot where he should do something, he doesn't perform. He never performs. So maybe this is the week he does. What are your other options? I mean, do you have other options than Traquan? Who else could you plug in besides Traquan in your lineup? Who else on receivers have I? Oh, Jerry Judy, I'm a fan of this week. Actually, I do have a lineup that I played Drew Lock. They're playing Atlanta. A GB lineup where I did Drew Lock, Jerry Judy, and Noah Fant. I played those three. I stacked those three in a lineup, a GBB lineup. So, Drew Lock had a great week last week. Can he do it again? I don't know. You know, you don't necessarily, but he's playing a very soft defense. Atlanta sucks. They're very, very soft. So, tight ends. My favorite tight end that's in the majority of my lineups, to be honest with you, is Noah Fant. He's in my cash lineup. I also have Fells. I have a little bit of Waller. He's very expensive, though. What's up, Beast Mode? How you doing, man? Jonathan Wilkins, CeeDee Lamb, Mari Cooper are my other options. I would probably play Cooper or Lamb over Traquan Smith. My own personal preference on the plays. You can always take a shot at the Mahomey guy, too. I do have some shares of Hardman. He's been, last 2 weeks, I think he's found the end zone both times. He had a really good week last week. Mahomes is really starting to look at him a little bit more, so he's a fairly cheap option. There's another guy on the Colts, Marcus Johnson. This would be more a DraftKings play. He's 3,000, I think. You could take a shot at him. It's like a dart, though, man. You're throwing a dart. I'm not saying I'm not guaranteeing a performance from him. I'm not guaranteeing he even gets a reception, but he could. He could have a big day. Brian Hill. I'm not big on Brian Hill this week. If you're looking for cheap backs, again, DJ Dallas for Seattle against Buffalo. They're not good against the run. Justin Jackson. Those are your cheap options. Then you get into like mid-tiers like Chase Edmonds. And then you're going to like James Conner and then Dalvin Cook. That would be my look. Now, people are going to ask about CMC. I talked about a little bit yesterday on yesterday morning stream. CMC, I'm not a fan of. Not coming back. Now, that might bite me in the butt. I'm not going to have none. I'm not playing him at all this week. I don't know that they just full force just let him release him completely. I think Davis still gets to see some carries. Now, again, CMC is a guy that it only takes him 1 or 4 or 5 attempts, and he could have over 100 yards and be in the end zone. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Here's the thing. When I'm going after running backs, I'm typically going after running backs. I've talked about this yesterday if you missed it. I'm going after running backs of 20 to 25 touches apiece between carries and receptions. 20 to 25. Now, CMC would normally get that, right? He's a workhorse back. I don't know that he gets that this week. His first week back coming off an injury. I don't know if it happens, guys. We will see. We'll find out later today, but I don't think so. I do like Jefferson. The problem is, and it is a high point total, so I wouldn't be afraid to have it like a Jefferson and a Cook. But I have Cook in almost every single lineup this week, cash and GBBs. Jefferson, I think I have like 1 or 2 shares of. I think he can have a great day, but I'm afraid that if Stafford and Jones don't get it going to keep up with us, I have a feeling like Cook's they're gonna wear it down. They're gonna play down the clock late in the game, like second half. It's gonna be Cook getting touches, pounding the ball, and he's gonna have a freaking monster day, and he's gonna control the game. Game script's gonna be really routed around him, I believe. All right, Balls, appreciate you popping in, my brother. Thanks, man. Good to see you. Have a good Sunday, my man. Don't work too hard. Work for a while and then watch your Bears and hang out and chill and relax. He got like, my buddy Balls, happy for him. He got like a $3 raise. He's been working his ass off. Like, he gets overtime. He works from home, but he's got to do shit like, but he can work like every day. Russell Wilson all day over Stafford. Russell Wilson all day over Stafford. What's that? This? What that is? Just a little G-Shock. Nothing. That G-Shock is making me go out and get a new one. Flash that ish one time. Okay, I already did, but flash that ish one time. They like my style. Clean, he says. Yeah, so beast mode. I would take Wilson. That Buffalo-Seattle game is going to be a freaking shootout. I talked heavy on Josh Allen because if I'm building a DFS lineup, I would play Allen over Wilson, but I would play Wilson over Stafford. I think they're very comparable. It's just that, again, if I'm building a DFS lineup, the salary is less on Allen, and I think they're very comparable. I don't know. That's my own take. A lot of times, guys, you got to look at salaries. What up, Jay's Mix? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. You really think Cook will have another? Yes, man. Fester, just be a game log whore for a second. I always call him that because people, that's what they do. They look at the game logs. But just look over his games that he's played. I don't know that there's been a week this year that he's had less than like 16 FanDuel points. He's had 20s plus about every week. There's like 1 or 2. Pick to Matt, Lockett, Hopkins, and Diggs. Okay, how many? 1 or 2? I would take Lockett. Lockett is a lock for me. He's in every single one of my lineups this week. Tyler Lockett, here's why, beast mode. Because Buffalo is terrible against the slot on defense. Lockett lines up in the slot. He is going to murder Buffalo in the slot. Murder him. And if you need another guy over Hopkins and Diggs, I would take Diggs this week. Again, I love Josh Allen. So Diggs is great. That's his main go-to. 2 what? I'm not sure what that. Oh, 2. Okay, yeah. So I'm saying Lockett and Diggs on that question. Tyler Lockett, Stephon Diggs. That's where I'm going. That's my options. For sure. Yeah, Fester, man. I'm locked in on Cook this week. Cook is all day. The point total, I like Chase Edmonds, but I like James Conner too. I would between Edmonds and Conner, it's very, very close, man. Very, very close. That's almost a flip of a coin, to be honest with you. I have a lot of both of them this week. A lot of both of them. I probably have a little more Edmonds than Conner, and that's only because in DFS he's a lot cheaper. So he builds me more. Yep, Edmonds and Conner. Yep. Yeah, but between the two, I'm tossed up, man. But again, if you have Dalvin Cook or have an option, I would take Cook over all of them. Again, he's more expensive. He's going to change your lineup a lot, but that's just the way it's got to be, because that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. Gotta make a change. Mark Andrews or T.J. Hawkinson? Probably Andrews, even though they're in a very, very tough matchup this week. Very, very tough. Colts defense is no slouch. But I still think Jackson... That's another sneaky play is Lamar Jackson, right? When is he going to come back to his all ball out status? Is it going to be against a tough Colts defense because nobody's looking at him? He's going to be a very low owned, so that would be another sneaky guy to play. I'd maybe throw him in a dollar GPP lineup, big game lineup. Just see what happens. Maybe even in a multi-line or a multi-entry or a 150 max and play one lineup. Put Lamar in there and maybe stack him with Andrews or go to Hollywood Brown. I think either way. What else you guys got for me, guys? What else? Oh, defenses. We didn't talk defense yet, man. We didn't get to the defense. So obviously Pittsburgh Steelers, Ezekiel Elliott's not going to play. Dude, they are hurting for Dallas as a team are really hurting. And they still have great receivers, Cooper. They do have Pollard, but Tony Pollard might be a little bit of a sneaky play too if you're looking for a cheap running back, because I'm pretty sure Zeke is out. Pretty sure he's out. So you could look to Tony Pollard. I wouldn't play him in cash necessarily because it's going up against the Pittsburgh defense that's the best in the league right now. They are hands down the best defense. So I don't know. I think Steelers are going to whomp them. But then again, every time a defense is in a position like that, they don't do that great. They give up a ton of points, right? My favorite defense that I have probably 95% of in all my lineups this week is the Cardinals. Not Arizona. Sorry. Houston Texans. Yeah, but they're saying he's more than likely not going to play due to a hip. Either way, they don't have a quarterback, right? They have Ben Rushushi. I mean, your receivers like Lamb and Cooper are still going to get touches. They're still going to throw balls thrown to him. The guy can throw a football, but he's not a Dak Prescott. You know, he can't move like he can. He can't create things like Dak can. It's way different. Way different play. Let's see. So my lineup, the quarterback is Russell Wilson, running backs Brian Hill and Melvin Gordon, Metcalf, Keenan Allen. What do you mean is Godwin? Flex is Godwin? Okay, yeah, Godwin's playing this week. Defense. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know because, like I said, I would have Lockett over Metcalf all day. Again, the way the defense is lined up, it points to Lockett having a monster day today. You asked about, I don't know, why do I have Brian Hill and Melvin Gordon when you asked about like James Conner and Chase Edmonds? You asked about James Conner, Chase Edmonds, and some other guys. I don't know why Brian Hill and them are in there. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. Oh, Houston. Yeah. Houston all day. 95% of my lineups. I already pulled Zeke. He hasn't been. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, because I can't get anything going. Because Dak created so much, man. I miss Dak. It sucks he got hurt, man. Huge fan of his. I bought a Prism silver rookie card of his like 2 weeks before he got hurt, man. It just sucks. Sucks. It is what it is. Alright, pulled Zeke. Yep. So yeah, Houston would be the defense all day. Again, I was on the Vikes pending Stafford news, but Stafford is gonna play. I think he'll try to keep up. You know, he likes to get into shootouts. And again, Galladay out. I think big day points to Jones, man. And again, Fester I think said Swift. It's not a bad take either. The only problem is that, you don't know where those touches are going. Again, I'm trying to find running backs that are going to probably get 20, 25 touches. Is Swift going to get that? I don't know. But again, it only takes one into the end zone. If he gets into the end zone, a couple extra yards, you're usually pretty happy. Think about Des Bryant return. We haven't seen him do anything or play for a while, so it's kind of tough. Usually when it's a guy like that has been away for years and he comes back, it's usually just never the same. I was always a fan of his when he was playing, but I think he comes back and he's very minimal in what he does, and I think he goes through maybe the season and then just goes back into retirement. I think that's my honest take. He will be back. Hold on. Brian won't do anything this week. I don't think he does anything at all this week. That's correct. I do not think he does anything this week. Yeah, I think Dak will be back fine. He's going to have a tough road to recovery ahead of him, but he's the type of player that, here's the thing. The only problem is he's a big scrambling quarterback. But typically on a quarterback, he gets an ankle injury, ACL injury, or something like he got. As long as he can step into his throw and that doesn't bother him once he gets recovered, like fully recovered, that's the thing. It's not like he's a receiver or running back where he needs to be able to cut a shit ton and be able to do all this, apply a lot more pressure on the ligaments and whatnot. Ryan won't do it. Yeah. I'm going to put Hines in flex in the line in case Ravens get up big early points. Hines, Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The guy that would always take Marlon Mack's touches. I always thought Mack was the guy. I always take Marlon Mack's touches. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I'd say you could do that. I would say you could do that. I'm trying to get this. Mark, what's up, man? Good morning to you, brother. Hope all is good in your neck of the wood. What up? Yeah, you're talking about, what's his first name? Gate. Heading back home, bro. Heading back home from Hinckley. We got murder in Hinckley, so heading back home. Gonna enjoy the day. Gonna enjoy some football. That's what we're talking right now. Gonna hopefully win some money. It's been a great couple weeks in NFL. I think overall this year, I'd have to go back and look at week-wise. There's 2 or 3 weeks that I broke pretty much even in what I played in DFS, and there's been probably 4 or 5 weeks that I've come up ahead at some, whether it was $5, $140, $200. It's usually my cash lineups. I've had a couple alright GBP lineups where I've won like $20 or 25 and like $1, $2, but a lot of my TV lineups haven't done great. It's always my cash lineups. That's why I play cash, guys. And that's another thing to talk about with you guys real quick. If you guys don't know what I mean when I say cash lineup, that means I'm playing in games, in contests with that lineup. I'm playing in contests where they pay over 30-40% back of the winners. So, and you only get up to double whatever you paid back. You can't win more than that. So either if you do 50-50s, you get, it's 50% of the field wins. So if there's 100 people in a contest, 50 of them get paid out. So if you play $5, you get 9 total. So you win $4. 10, you get 19. So on and so forth. Head-to-heads. Double ups. Now double ups, it's like 40% of the field. but 40% of the field gets paid, and they get double the money. So if you bet 5, whether you get first or 50th out of 100 people, you would get $10 instead of $9. Head-to-heads, where you just play against one person. That's all cash games, okay? Cash games, now here's what I talked about yesterday. Lately, it seems like cash is usually highly owned, high percentage owned players, right? You're going to see typical same lineups because people are on the same players, like Justin Jackson, DJ Dallas. Guys like that, Tyler Lockett will be in cash lineups for sure.
That way.
Okay. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, so I always play, like, majority of my games, I do like 80% in cash games, and I do like 20% in GBPs of whenever I'm playing. So when I play my cash lineups, I'm confident usually in my caps that I'm going to win the majority of them. I don't necessarily win every head-to-head because there's going to be a couple head-to-heads I get into where guys just have a better lineup than me. Something goes south for me on a player or something, gets hurt, whatever. And one guy just does it, or two guys do it better than me in the lineup. But overall, you know, say you play $100 in cash, probably going to get 180, you know, or whatever, somewhere in that ballpark, depending on if you're doing double ups, 50-50s, whatever. So that always saves my bankroll from tournaments, because when I don't hit on a tournament, or I don't win a big tournament, or take a bunch of money down a tournament and I lose in tournaments, the cash games keep my bank flow on my DFS account up. So even if none of my GPs do anything, but my cash does good, I played all that with the opportunity of multiple GPP contests, a chance to win ton of money, and I'm still good. I didn't lose money overall in what I played for the week. Now, tournaments are where they pay it like 10 to 20% of the field, and you win, depending upon where you place, you can win tons of money. You can win $1 million if you get first place in some of these. You could win 1,000, you could win 10,000, you could win 100. You know, you can play $1 and like with 250 people, and if you get first place, you could get like $100 or $200 for first place if you're the top player. But then if you're 10th place, you'll get like $10. Like there's a big gap. Like it's $1 million winner in a tournament, like first like $1 million, second place is like 100,000, third place is like 20,000, and then it just keeps slowly dropping. We always work with you know. Oh yeah, for sure. What's up, RSR? Oh, they're gonna be live as well tomorrow night. I think 8 their time. So make sure you check them out. I might actually go live if my update boxes, blaster boxes show up. I might go live quick and open those at like 5 tomorrow or right before they go live. We'll see. Yeah, they'll work with you, man. What up, Michael? How you been, brother? I appreciate it, dude. Yep. Yes, sir. Make sure you check out RSR. They used to do it always on Sundays, and they just decided that Sundays they want to enjoy football and not worry about selling cards. They think, you know, more people like me and whoever else are more interested in watching football games, so. Which is probably a good thing. So, yeah. No, Mark's good, man. Mark is legit. He's bought a lot in my auctions. He's good for it. So, for sure. So that's just better. Yeah, that's fine, brother. No worries, man. I'm not worried about it. You know that. You know this, man. So it did not go good, Mark, to be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't know if I told this story. Oh no, I didn't tell this story yet. No, it's fine. I didn't tell this story yet. When I was at the table on yesterday morning, after we went and had breakfast and stuff, I did this stream. We had breakfast at this Toby's. But after that, went and played a little bit. It was early, went and played a little bit, and there was this dealer, his name was Steve. He was very, 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 very cool. And he was very talkative, good guy, fun. He had like this watch on. I swore it was a Rolex. It wasn't. It was like a $35 watch. He's like, my wife got this for me. It's like $35. I'm like, 30? Isn't that a fucking goddamn Rolex? He's like, nah, I would not wear a Rolex here. I'm like, dude, that thing looks legit like a Rolex. Like, it looked like legit flashy as fuck. Like, just crazy. But anyway, he was telling guys, like, he knew one of the other guys at the table, like, it must be a regular local, and he had a 17, right? And he kept telling me when I was going to push with him without even showing his card over or playing the rest of the hand. I would have like an 18, 19. He would show like a 6 or a 7, and he would do like the push thing on the side, like we're going to push this time. And then he told, the guy had a 17 next to me, and he said he had a 9 or a 10, and he said, it's not going to be enough, Larry. You need to hit. I'm going to pull a four of diamonds. I'm going to pull next. You got to hit it. He didn't hit it, and the next person did the hit. Guess what came out? A freaking 4 of diamonds was the next card pulled out. Think about that for a second. Crazy shit. And me and him pushed 20 fucking times in a shoe. 20 times. I was in positions where I should have easily had the win. Like, it looked like it from what he showed as a card, and he would still push me. He would still hit small card to get a push to me. Like, it was just crazy, man. Yeah, but that's like what he said. He goes, you know, I played a lot of blackjack personally, like on the other side, like where you're at. He goes, I can't see the cards the same way as I can see them on this side. When I see them on this side, I have a great feel. Like, I know kind of what's where. He would say what card he would have underneath, like without even seeing the card. Like, he'd be like that one, that's not going to be enough. Like, he would have like an 8 or whatever. Like, your playing's got 18, right? That's how you should play it anyway. Somebody would have 16 or 17. You'd be like, that's not going to be enough. And sure enough, it'd be 18. But he was like the coolest dealer. You know, I was having fun with the pit bosses, especially the first night. I was calling one of them like my stepfather, and he kept going, where's your goddamn balls at? And I'd be like, I'm hiding all my chips, so you can't count them. You can't keep track of me and what I'm doing. He'd be like, camera's got you anyway. But we were just having a good time, and I was calling my stepfather, and then he's like, where's your goddamn balls at? And I was like, I got up to playing like $100 hands. Like, I was just like in a fucking mode. Like, let's just see what happens. Play $100 hands, not easy. Oh, that's all you're playing? Like, you'd give me shit, like laugh. Like, fuck you, dude. But it was fun. And then the other guy, the first night, at the other end of the table is the pit boss. He asked if I had a player card. I said no. That's a good idea to do, though, if you do go and play every once in a while, because you get comps. You build up money. You can use it towards food, towards hotel, towards whatever. You can get free plays. They'll actually mail you. By the way, I got to do that next time we go to Mystic. I get cards mailed into me that have like 5 or 6 coupons where you get like $20 or $40 in free blackjack play. You just bring in the thing. It's between certain dates. Yeah. So that's for being a card member. That's for being comps. They send you that shit. So it's incentives. I mean, it's $40 free play money, $40, right? Just for having a card, sitting at a table for a while playing. And it's not like I play thousands of dollars or anything, like where I'm to get those in free play. No, I play $10, $15 hands typically, and I just play progressively. I build up if I'm winning, if I'm streaking. But the other pit boss is like, where's your, or you got a card? And I was like, no. And so then I finally went and got one later, and I came back to him and I said, yeah, you told me you'd make a dummy thing for me for when I was playing earlier. He's like, who are you? Like, all serious, like, and I'm like, dude, really? You just told me. He's like, he laughs. He goes, I know who you are. All serious. He's like, who are you? I don't recall. He's like, fucking with me. And then we had this lady dealer. She would have like she'd have an ace showing or a 10 showing, and they always go to check for blackjack. and she would go like she's flipping it, like she had it, because you couldn't see you can't always see the thing. So she'd go to flip it like she has it, like you have a good hand with a lot of money, like 20 on your hand or whatever, and then she'd be like, I don't have it. It was fucking hilarious. It was fun. That's what makes it fun though, guys. Again, I talked about this on the way up Friday night. With everything you do in life, it's got to be entertainment value. You got to be playing. You got to be playing for the sake of entertainment. That's it, you guys. Just don't play money you can't play. Don't play money you can't lose. Because if you do, I mean, I see it every single time I go to a casino. I see guys that are just like in desperation mode, and they just keep digging in, and then they're like not hitting on cards they should. Listen, this is how bad of players I played with at tables, and I should have walked fucking away after this. But you get caught up in the moment of playing. There was a kid. There was a damn kid or a guy that fucking had an ace and a 5. He had a 6. 16. 6, 16. The dealer wrote a 10. You're playing, the dealer has 20, right? Like, that's how you're playing the game. It amazes me how many people don't even understand that. And he thought he had 16, and that's it. He didn't know that it was 6 or 16 for some reason. Maybe not everybody knows that. I don't know. But he stayed. So he stayed. I had 18 or 19. She fucking didn't have 20, but the book to play at that, right? Because the chances are she pulls a 5. So she doesn't bust to get 20. He would have had fucking 20. The next card was a face card, which would have made her bust. I would have won, not lost. He would have had 21 because he got that 5, and the 5 and the ace would have been 11 and 10 is 21. He didn't hit. We caught him on the next time. The next go around, he had an ace and a 6. Now that's a 17. You could stay on that, but you shouldn't, because especially unless the dealer is showing like a bust card, and even then you should probably still hit it to get a chance of something better. And he was going to stay, and we caught it at that time. We're like, are you sure you want to stay on that? That's only 7. He's like, 7? He's like, yes, 11. It's either 11 or 1. Oh my God, it's crazy. Why is my thing so dark? Hard to read. Alright, what does that say? It's hard to read your guys's. Not that anyone. Oh, there you go. Now it's better. Yeah, you send me a Broncos hat, I'll wear it at streams for sure. I'll wear any hat as long as it's go with something. Drinks were definitely cheaper. And in fact, I got told this like the last night we were there. I didn't get this Friday night. The waitress goes, I was playing at a 15 minimum hand table. She's like, drinks all here are comped, are free. So I got free drinks while I played on the $15 hand, or 15 minimum a hand table, which was nice. But yeah, it was $13 for two double Captain Cokes, which that's $20 at Mystic for 2. So a lot cheaper. Oh yeah, I play Anchor a lot because I know what the fuck I'm doing. I would prefer to play Anchor. That's the thing, man. I got into so many tables where I was in the first spot or I was in the middle spot, and they just didn't know what the heck they were doing at all. It was terrible. Like 16, staying on a 16 when the dealer shows a 10, which has 20. You're giving yourself little chance of winning. If the dealer has a 7, 8, 9, or a 10 underneath that 10, you lose. You lose. Now again, there could be a bust card underneath that 10. It happens. You do see it. But if you play it out, if you played it out 100 times, versus hitting and not hitting, you're going to win more than not. You're going to hit a card, or she's going to have definitely 20, and you would lose anyway out of those 100 times. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. What's up, Terry? Good morning to you, my man. Hope you're doing well, brother. It's good to see some of these faces in here this morning. We got RSR in the building. Terry, RSR is going to have an auction tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. If my update Topps boxes get here, blasters, I'll rip those probably tomorrow right after work before RSR goes live. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know when they're supposed to be. They might have already gotten there. They might get there tomorrow. I think they ship like the same day or something. I ordered them on, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah. Terry's in the building. He says, go Brownies. Will they play this week? Are they off this week? I don't think they're even... Or do they play Sunday night or Monday? When I was younger, I was told anything over 15 don't hit. So it is the situation. But you always play, the dealer has a 10 underneath whatever card they show. That's just how the book tells you to play the game, like the right way. So if the dealer shows a 6 up top, you play she's got 16. The highest probability of busting for the dealer is showing a 6 if she has a 10 underneath that 16. If the dealer shows a 7, 8, 9, or a 10, you play she's got 17, 18, 19, or 20, depending upon what card she shows. The 10 is always underneath, is what you play it at. So if you... Now, here's one thing that I always do. The book tells you can go either way on this, but I always hit 12s on 12s. If a dealer shows 2, remember, a 10 underneath, 12. And you have a 12, you always hit 12s. I always do, even at Anchor. And I saved the table 5 fucking times last night for doing that shit in that situation. Because if I wouldn't have hit, she would not have busted. She would have had like an 18, 19, or 20. And there was one round where we all had like 30 or 35 a hand at least, each person. And we would have all lost if I didn't hit the 12 on 12. So, just hoping that the Ravens Steelers lose. I got you. Yeah, so they're off this week, right? What's up, Jacob? Got my update. Did you order them? So maybe mine showed up too, hopefully. But you might, where you're located might be a little different than me. So. Don't get too close to me. I did post something too on Twitter. I'm waiting to see, one of my boys might buy them outright. A little lot of cards. But if not, I did post a tweet about possibly doing like a Raz. People would be interested, and you guys let me know if you would be. A Raz for my, like, the Justin Herbert lot. So the rookie strips auto, the hollow silver prism, the pink, the green, and a base. And I was either going to do, like, we could do a big boy one, depending on how many people would be interested. We could do more spots. So I was either thinking, like, 10 spots at $100, 20 spots at $50. We could do, like, what is it, 40? Would it be 40 spots at 25? Would that be right? Would that be the right math? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Like 25 a spot at 40 spots. But if you guys would have any interest as well, I know I posted on Twitter. Looked like I saw some interest. I don't know. So basically what it equals to is about $1,000. Honestly, guys, right now, that lot would be about $1,300 outright if you look at comps. So, always can sign up for USPS information, delivery, packages arrive that day. But yeah, they're all super clean, guys. I mean, I think you guys have seen pics of them before. I was going to send them in and get them graded. Probably not going to now. Just, I don't know. I get tired. That's my problem with collecting and PCing. Like, as much as he's on a roll, and I'm sure it's going to go up even more after today because he's in another great spot. Even with Allen out, I think Mike Williams, yeah, I told you guys, look at Mike Williams a little bit, even though Allen's playing. I don't know. I think Allen's going to be slowed down a little, but then again, players have played their best on their sick days, so. Shack Rats in the building. What up, Shacky? Shacky. Shacky Tacky. Raggy-tatty. My man. Oh my gosh. I always think I'm going to grade cards that don't do it. Yeah, it's because I think a lot of us get that way because of the timing and how long it takes, right? You have these cards probably at a decent value that you can't, that you don't have in your possession because they're sent somewhere to get graded. That's part of the issue. That's part of the problem. I wish I could just be somebody that could be like, I don't care if all these cards are gone for a month, 6 months, whatever.
What?
To me, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is. It is. Nice pickup on those shoes. Who was that? Sorry, it's hard to read the. Is that Shack Rat? Yeah, dude. Those are sick. Those were sick, bro. Like I said, I thought they were going to be $55. I got to the register and they told me otherwise. RSR, whatever price you just said on Tins. Okay, so my boy's going to let me know. He said he wanted to sleep on it. And let me know. So he'll let me know this morning, and if he decides that he's not gonna do it, then I'll set it up. I'll let you guys know first. Maybe I'll post it like on community tab, and then Twitter. So we'll just go from there. See what happens. But yeah, I'd like to see somebody. I'd like to see him get into somebody's hands. Somebody. That's just me, man. I can never stick with cards for too long. And I should probably wait because, again, he's gonna have a great week this week. His popularity is just gonna keep going up. Price will just probably keep going up. I don't see him just all of a sudden being crappy. He's gone 8 weeks now. Performed every single week. Or since he went in 7 weeks, whenever he went in, I don't remember. Was it week 1? I don't remember what week he went in. Tyrod got hurt. I don't remember if it was week 1 or what week it was. Nice pickup on that. Yeah, man. That was a really dope pickup. I couldn't even believe that. I was like, what? They're not even like fake. They're from Nike, like the Nike outlet store. I traded my Green Herbert yesterday for a handful of other rookies I needed. Complete. Basic. And damn, Tua. Yeah, nice. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm rooting for Tua, but in all honesty, yeah, the real deal, right? In all honesty, he didn't. I mean, it was his first game. Gotta give him that, but he didn't play that great. Like, he did exactly what I said he was gonna do. I said he's gonna turn the ball over, fumble, interception, something like that, and yeah. And that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. Turn the ball over. Hey, what do you have? 100 yards? 99 yards? Yeah, he did do well. His brother did, yes. Yes. we'll see, man. As the season progresses, we'll see what he does. I mean, again, I'm rooting for him. I want him to succeed. I think it's awesome that he got into the NFL after the nasty injury he had to endure and had to get through to get drafted. He'll be at the top. I mean, it's a lot, man. A lot. Fitzgerald is the better quarterback right now. Yeah, and I don't know why they got rid of him. You know, that made no sense. I feel like it would have been better off to let him play out until he stopped playing good. And even if he had one bad game, see what happens after that bad game and let him continue to play. Because sometimes players they're not on for a week. But he wasn't even playing bad that week. I think it was crazy that they did that. Like a little premature, a little too early. They should have just let him play out. Honestly, I think Tua underneath him for a whole season, and then next year let Tua be the guy. Like get into training camp. He runs with the first team. He practices with first team. He gets everything with timing down and everything. Instead, they're just like, oh, week 7 or week 8, it's Tua time. Here we go. And Fitz was playing great, dude. His numbers were insane. Do you believe in magic? Fitz. Magic? I don't know. Craziness. As a Dolphins fan, I agree with you. Got to see what you got. Yeah, but what's the difference from now to next season? Tua's a rookie. I don't know. You have a quarterback. Here's the thing. I honestly feel like if that was what they wanted to do, they should have done that week 1. Just said, hey, we're with him. We're going to see what Tua's got. And if he doesn't perform, well, then we're going to go to Fitzmagic. No, I know they're not trying to, but again, who's to say Tua doesn't perform great and they win a bunch of games? Brandon, he's all right, the 49ers receiver. He got hurt though, right? He's on IR now, isn't he? Russell Stagg. All right, man, that sounds good. That sounds awesome. Enjoy. Baker's on COVID. Yeah, I don't know. Then you draft another quarterback with 1 or your 2 first-round picks, like the Cardinals did. An alligator, a deer and an alligator. Well, you ain't gonna get no alligators in Minnesota, my man. Nothing in Minnesota, bro. Nothing. Yeah, wow, I think that's silly. I think that's silly to draft. I don't know. A guy got an alligator in Minnesota. Where the fuck did he get an alligator?
It did happen.
Somebody must have brought him here, though, and then released him. Because the alligators can't live in Minnesota's weather. Yeah, the water or the weather. They can't live in this shit. So, I don't know. Somebody had to have brought him. Yeah, like when I do like this, I can hear like shit.
You can hear it move around.
Yeah. At least it's going away though.
That's good.
Yeah, I know. Josh Rosen. That's crazy. I guess. Kind of seems silly. But all right, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm almost to the crib. So hope you guys have an awesome. Arsar said hi, Miss Deafness.
Hi.
She said hi. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get ready to check final lineups and whatnot. And get ready for the games. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. I'll let you guys know on the Raz when my guy lets me know if he's gonna buy him or not on the Herbert lot, and we'll kind of move from there and see if we can start filling it. So, love you guys. Have an awesome day. Peace.